subconscious automatic functioning. Well, it sounds like it's something you read in a textbook or something, right? But, well, you actually would read it in a textbook. But let me tell you, this is something that is so common. It's happening all the time. Your mind encodes patterns of thought, feeling, and behavior that at first you have to kind of struggle to learn, and eventually they just become a pattern that can be recalled instantly. And when it's encoded like that, and you can recall it instantly, it then becomes something that you can do much more efficiently, much more accurately, much more quickly. This is how you learn to walk. At first you're thinking, oh, where's my foot, right? Is that my foot? Then you're thinking about, oh, I've got to put this foot in front of that one. It's a big process, but finally you end up to the point where I can just walk over here and I'm not thinking about it, okay? Walking is like that. Eating with a fork is like this. Riding a bike is developed like this. Job skills are like this. Social interactions can even be like this. This is just happening all the time. And it happens on two levels, physical and your cognitive. So let me show you some simple examples of this automatic patterning. First of all, could you put your hands together like this and just put them out in front of you like this with your thumbs crossed. Now I want you to go ahead and look at the thumbs and look and notice which one's on top, okay? Take a look at that. Once you've got that figured out, okay, which one is on top, go ahead and put your hands down. Okay, now I want you to go ahead and put your hands up, but I want you to cross your thumbs the other way. Cross your thumbs the other way. Doesn't that feel weird? Does that feel weird? Okay, put your hands down. Why is that? Because you've been doing it the other way since you were 2 or 3 years old. You locked onto that, oh, this is a good way to do it, and I'm just going to keep doing it like that. This is how you can form patterns of posture. This is how you can form patterns of habitual body language. Even to a degree, facial gestures and other types of gestures. And certainly you can form, other physical like sports and things like that. So one level is physical. So those are physical patterns that we form. Here's another level that we can form. I'm going to ask you in a moment, I'm going to ask you to say the letters of the alphabet. When I say go, I want you to say the letters of the alphabet from A to Z in a row. Just go as fast as you can, okay? Ready? Go.
A, B, C,
A, B, C. All the way. All the way. All the way. Okay. Easy, right? I'm going to make it even easier for you now. Even easier. I want you to start, I'm going to cut your task in half. You're going to start an A, and I want you to go to Z, but I want you to say every other letter, okay? Ready? Go.
A, C, E, G, I.
Okay. Can you see how that's a little harder? Why is that? Because the first pattern, the first way, you have a pattern for it. It's already built in. You know those things go in a sequence. You've done it a million times as a kid. It's a pattern. It's a thought pattern. The second way, you actually have to think about it, okay? And so that makes a difference. It's much quicker, it's much more accurate, and it just flows better, right? And now the thing is, we can actually, and there's actually a lot of research to back this up. You can use hypnotherapy for virtual practice of things that we want to do in the future. That's one of the really cool things you can do. Let's say you have an important event coming up. You can virtually practice this in your mind beforehand. And then when that event happens, whether it's you have to give a speech at a wedding, whether it's a musical performance, whether it's just a difficult encounter with somebody, or a job-related thing, your performance is likely to be much, much better after you've rehearsed it mentally, because you have a chance to, you have a head start. You're developing these patterns. And there is research with this. Some of the most well-known kind of media-friendly ones. There was a study done at the University of Chicago and Wayne State University on basketball players. Independent studies. they took a group of basketball players. They were shown that the basketball players could significantly increase their free throw percentage simply by using virtual practice. Two groups showed up at the gym. One did regular practice, physical practice. The other did virtual practice. And they did it using certain techniques. You do have to develop some discipline to do this. And so they did it using they still showed up at the gym. One did virtual practice, one did physical practice. The improvement was almost the same. It was almost the same with virtual practice. So this stuff really works. Okay, so both of these subconscious functions can be used to help you improve your goals. And now we're going to take this one step farther, okay? And we're going to kick this into high gear.